And if the plan was no plan to get into the ship, why didn't they transport into the fucking ship? Anyway. Body to plot convenience.
Somebody's opinion.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Just Some Bodhi's Opinion. My name is Bodhi and it's episode 9 of Star Trek Picard, and I'm wearing my new Star Trek hoodie. It is the DS9 Voyager uniform. I love that era and I miss it, and this is my first Star Trek thing and it feels really comfy. And I'm going to be drinking my milk tea and we're just gonna go watch it and see what's up. I've been saying for the past 2 episodes that I really wish that the landing sticks. There have been a lot of good stuff and also a lot of I'm reserving judgment until I see where it all ends up in, and I really hope that it ends up in a nice place. But right now it's way better than season 1. So let's see what's up.
Tunnels.
Okay, we're going back to the trauma.
It was hours before I found you. Your mother suffered. She needed help.
It is irrelevant.
Obviously it's going to be relevant somehow.
We fixed the time. Does it bring Elnor back? I don't know.
I want to show you something.
I hope this has a good storyline.
I would like to have more in my memory bank than all the times I saved your ass.
Whatever.
The Queen is coming for La Serena.
She wants a 400
Wasn't she
jump
there
start on
already a while
assimilating
ago?
the galaxy.
Like, anyway, let's see. The uncloaked ship.
I can't stop it.
Plot convenience, they're all outside.
Who's here?
Oh my. The red dress is out. Oh my god. We're gonna have a resurrection. Is she regenerating? Oh my god, it's the Queen. Queen Jurati, even if everything else is a plot convenience.
Go hide back there.
Is she coming?
She's already on the ship. And there's
So,
more.
didn't they lose already because they're on the ship already? Lots of very plot convenient things, right? The first thing in my brain is, wasn't Jurati already in the ship previously? She could have just assimilated she could have just assimilated the fucking ship before. And then of course they all transported from outside the ship. And they could have all transported inside the ship. Same with Picard, they all transported outside the ship to Chateau Picard. They could have gone inside. Like, what's the plan here, guys? I hope there's a good resolution, because I feel like the bad choices are catching up with the good setup. Some people will argue that it was all bad choices, but I argue against that. Bodhi to plot convenience.
Take cover! Go!
This feels very COVID-y. Oh, Jurati is fighting back.
Able to do a goddamn thing about it. A bit like hanging limbless, powerless. I've been poking
I love
around in
this
that trash dump of a mind.
connection.
It was never enough because you're just like me. Lonely.
I love this.
Share
I
your
love
own
this
crude
connection.
colloquialism. Bullshit. Time is on our side. I'll scrape that key out of your mind, woman. Except I'm not an idiot and I didn't memorize the code.
I love Jurati. I love you so much.
I couldn't stop you, but I could stall you. Turns out this ship can make a hologram from anyone who's ever been on board, including an emergency combat hologram.
How may I be of service?
I'm feeling teary. Elnor be a baby, but he cute. And he's a hologram, so it's like...
There's our people out there, they're poor.
Can we play a game?
What sort of game?
What is with this 18th century
Play
aesthetic?
anything you want, just don't break anything. We haven't had an incident for some time.
This is a nice bit of humanity.
Memo, how about hide and seek? You stand
That was the
together.
Enterprise. That was the NXO-1. Massive plot convenience.
They've locked me out. I can't help.
Yes, Rios. This really feels like COVID. Oh, what's happening? Brent Spiner.
Wait. Nathan, I know a future worth fighting for.
So do I.
The enemy of every experiment, the rogue variable, the unknown. That is what you are to me.
It's just a game. Hide and seek.
Obviously, there's gonna be some clue in the past.
Hide and seek, indeed.
Oh, there's a maze down below. This is bad CGI, I feel. Hashtag COVID. And of course, it's green for Borg. Plot convenience, no guns. So let's take some screen time. Plot convenience. We'll follow the 18th century boy.
Mother? Mother, I know
Oh my god,
it's
we're gonna
you.
see something.
I know.
God.
Memo? Yes.
Hello, she's becoming less present.
Yes, I know. You're my light, Jean-Luc. The light that always draws me out.
This is so sad for the older brother.
Guide your own way. Find me.
The older brother was not the light. That's so weird that it's the same mechanism 100 years before. But fine. Body with not convenience. Shit, what's he gonna be exposed to?
Memo?
Shit.
I've seen this
Oh.
place.
So we have time to self-reflect and introspect.
Followed my mother down here.
Run! Start moving towards the
Very
ship,
hide and
guys.
And
The Borg Queen is assimilating it. As a father, I am terrified.
these tunnels. Let's go.
And what's the plan once they get to the ship? And if the plan was no plan to get into the ship, why didn't they transport into the fucking ship? Anyway. Body to plot convenience.
Listen to you. You sound like a captain. You know, you should have joined Starfleet.
Tried. After Voyager. Starfleet shut me down because
You were Borg?
Janeway went to bat for me, threatened to resign. Keep it up, went full range.
Really? The name drops.
A dozen Borg between us and the
I'm
ship.
feeling it.
50-yard sprint across open terrain, and what we have is a knife and a corkscrew.
And a nice pick.
They're gonna kiss, they're gonna kiss, they're gonna kiss.
You really would make a great captain. When we get out of
Can
this,
kiss.
Getting out of this.
I have to kiss.
probably not.
They didn't kiss. Wow. These green lasers are so fake.
Can't hide forever, you know.
Isn't he a hologram? Such a loud hologram.
Oh my.
Elnor was here for like a second on the ship. This is the most Star Trek thing ever.
Fast asleep.
Unfamiliar technology, and for
After
some
being
reason they
terrified, the other half
understand
thinks
how
it's
to
the coolest thing it's
work
ever
it.
seen. No, win and lose. I'll have to let them go.
Am I invested in this? No. They're pretty,
Show me your
but I'm not
arm.
invested. And then seriously, the doctor, the 18th century doctor, is just like waving things around. then why doesn't anyone else just do it? Why do we need a doctor? And where is Corey?
Search for other entrances.
Brent Spiner's just loving this role. So creepy for a boy. I mean, I'm creeped out.
When you remember me, Jean-Luc, promise. Promise me you'll ignore the coldness of a dying star. And remember instead her light and the infinite love she's so very much had for you.
Oh, this is a very good analogy, actually.
Please!
This is supposedly the 23rd century, right?
So I opened the door.
She's gonna escape.
There, that door.
Because plot convenience, it's there already.
It's locked.
Wow.
Get away.
It's a hologram. There's no point to shooting.
Rafi?
Oh no.
Elnor?
I'm not Elnor. At least not exactly.
We don't have much time.
What's the
We'll be
point
right
of
back
shooting
to
a
the ship
hologram?
systems.
Seven, the systems are locked, for which I'm the key.
Elnor, wait.
Talking to a hologram, but sure.
Okay.
Rafi. I share the recollection of Elnor's final breath.
This is a very good hologram.
Enough to know that his last thoughts of you were not of blame, but of love.
That's cathartic.
All right, the way's clear. Let's go. One. Accessing transporters.
Okay, this is a distraction.
Whatever you're doing, do it faster.
I'll hold them off as long as possible.
7.
Oh, okay.
We seem to be regaining
That's just-
the advantage.
We nearly out.
That's a use of transporters that, you know, battle transporters, but that's so cruel. Of course, she has an axe.
7.
You see her. Transport. She's a transport inhibitor.
Because of plot convenience. He's a hologram. Take off the pain inducers or whatever.
Do you?
Just assimilate. Oh god. Just assimilate her. It doesn't feel very Borgy.
Futility.
Plot convenience. Not assimilating
Species thrive
them.
without love. Noble battle against an undefeatable
Just
foe.
assimilate them.
Death.
And of course, it's already sunrise.
You don't follow it through the maze. You force it to the surface.
Okay. Should you gain control?
So, you don't understand the future you're
I guess
about to
Corey's
create.
gonna appear from nowhere because
Right.
plot convenience. What's this?
How it always ends for you. A lone Borg Slayer, a united Federation, they come for you. In this or any other universe, you always lose. That's why you fight so hard. You live with the death knell of your species across infinite timelines. You fear loss just like we do. You long for what we all long for. Connection. Longevity. Discovery.
The word discovery has been
You
used
offer
like 5
options.
times this episode.
I'm saying, what if we ask for it? You and I.
Finally, the semblance of a point.
The galaxy is filled with lives that need saving. One of them is lying at your feet right now. You'd have us collect scraps and offer second chances. What if we take this ship?
This is gonna be the new Borg.
A real collective, based not on assimilation, but salvation. A Borg collective that embraces the uniqueness of its members.
Your proposal is absurd,
Is it?
but not entirely unintriguing.
Actually, it's a very good proposal.
Members who would fight harder for what they chose.
I absolutely love this concept.
Attachments could grow.
Let's start with this one.
Interesting.
Shame, really. Goodbye, Picard.
Oh, and then they'll stop. Okay.
System rebooting.
Think I've got it. I don't belong here.
Why? The future has enough heroes already. Don't you
Oh my
think?
god, Rios is gonna stay in the past.
I've thought of
What if your future is here? And it was always supposed to be?
Predestination paradox. No, I don't want. I don't know. But Rios has been useless so far. Oh. Oh, and she'll grow back her normal 7 look.
But you do need to have the right DNA to unlock it.
Really? Isn't that balance?
She'll live.
That was very plot convenient, but it was fun. Seven's angry. Seven's. Oh no, Seven's sad.
I have to get to the ship.
What's with the. Who's holding the key? It looks like a bottle opener. This is the key to Q, I think. Oh my god.
There are moments in time
Oh my god, this is so traumatizing.
could travel back to. My father had locked her into her room for her own safety.
Oh, and that's how it happened.
If only I had left that door closed, she might have become an old woman. I used to imagine seeing her older, offering me a cup of tea
That was an episode on
and asking
TNG.
for a chat.
Love can be a source of great grief and immense pain.
You know, at this point, Picard doesn't know they've won yet, and they're just there.
It's just nice to be ordinary.
You've never been ordinary, bitch. Okay, they're gonna
No
kiss.
matter how you come, Borg or human, you are the most extraordinary person I know.
Okay, so Brent Spiner's still running around somewhere.
And I can't help but wonder how much more you'd be capable of, how much more you could be.
Get into Starfleet.
To succeed, there must be two Renees. One who lives, and another who dies.
What? Okay, so she gets the ship. How are they getting home? And Rios is just like... And Picard doesn't know they've won. Right, so she's like, okay, we've lost.
Well, we've lost a friend, but we've regained ourselves.
What does he
And we
know
will
that's
need
happened?
all ourselves. I refuse to accept an outcome that has not yet occurred. Come, we have work to do.
And how? They don't have... Okay, they can transport with Talon. So Jurati's gone. Okay. That certainly fixed some parts. And it's a really interesting proposition. Let's talk about what I liked. I really liked the compromise between Jurati and the Borg Queen. I really feel, every time I've seen the Borg, right, there is that aspect of the Borg which I find so appealing. Which some people, I think, would feel very appealing, like Jurati, which is connection and, you know, just being one mind. I think this has been explored in some episodes of Star Trek already, like, you know, mini collectives, etc. People who choose to be part of the Borg. right? I think it's really interesting. And so this is like a good Borg, right? With Jurati as queen. Which makes me sad because that means we're not going to see Jurati again because it's going to be Jurati queen now. No. But very good. I think that's a very good it's a very good compromise, I feel. For the rest of the episode. So, lots of plot conveniences regarding like the transporting that's been happening, right? The soldiers transport outside the ship instead of going inside the ship because anyway, plot convenience. And then they themselves, the heroes, did not transport inside the ship when all they wanted to do was get into the ship because we needed to go through the dungeon so that we could feel whatever Picard was feeling. The Picard thing was really, that's so tragic. Oh my god, I can't, like, that's such a blow to someone's psyche. I can't imagine how to deal with that you were the one who unlocked the door and then your mother hanged herself. That's like, and that's why Picard goes around trying to save the universe because he couldn't save his mom. What the fuck? Anyway, things I loved. Raffi and Seven, I still super love them. So Raffi and Seven, Jurati and the Queen, those are top tier. Picard gets catharsis, so that's okay. Still don't see the relevance to the whole story, but. And then the Rios thing. What's up with the Rios thing? People have been telling me like, oh, maybe they're setting it up so that he stays in the past, with Teresa and stuff, but that's such a waste of a good character. Teresa gives the predestination paradox explanation to him, which is maybe you've always been meant to stay in the past. Head scratcher there. But again, so Rios still doesn't have a point in this entire story except to fall in love and to save Picard. Okay, but anyway, so Sung is still around and is going to try to sabotage the mission. I think Corey is gonna appear like at the end. Maybe she's gonna be the other Renee. I enjoyed this more than last episode. I still feel it's heavily plot convenient, but much better than last episode. Oh, and last thing, I kept saying it. It felt very COVID to me because most of the shots were just the characters like moving around, shooting at no one, right? Because probably they couldn't have big crews. I mean, it worked. And the transporter capability, the battle aspect of transporters, that is cool and also really cruel. Like transporting people into a wall. Like, yes, you can do that, but fuck. But yeah, so this episode did not dwell with the Q part of things. Like, not one part of it was about Q. So I guess we're gonna see more of that next episode. Let's see. So I give this episode a 7 out of 10. So pretty good, and even with all the plot conveniences, it was cool. It was really cool to see Elnor again, even if it was really plot convenience heavy to be exactly Elnor. Really, he transported into the ship that one time, and the computer knew how to replicate him exactly. Okay, whatever. So that's what I thought. What did you think? Comment down below, let me know. Let's have a conversation. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and join my Discord if you want. And I'll see you next time. Somebody's opinion.